Today, Breyko is here in Lansing. As you can see, look at this beautiful Capitol building. We're not filming at the Capitol today, though. We're filming at this building behind us. We are at the Michigan Senate. Today, we're at the Michigan Senate to film one of our interviewees, Jeff Irwin, who is a Michigan senator. He's one of our supportive interviews. Today, the team, you got me, you got Zoe.
What's the deal? Damn, that was like a super zoom.
I did get a little close.
And you got...
Get him.
And you got Tyree.
What's up?
This is a hard shot.
Oh, that gyrate.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're just gonna walk around this building. I'm gonna get shots of you, and I'm gonna get shots of the building by itself. And then we're gonna come over here. I'm gonna get you walking inside. I'm gonna get the building by itself, and then that'll be it. Okay, I already got the camera ready, and I am rolling. And let's go. Walk. He's about to be famous. Then make a left up the walkway. So.
Going about the pictures of him, I really.
So I'm trying to think. I'm gonna start behind you.
Okay.
And then have you stand out front. Then we can do some arms crossed. So I want to have you walk up the stairs and then go to the door.
Okay.
I'm gonna do it like a track and show. Yeah. It's all for show.
Ceremonial door.
No, don't enter. Just walk up the stairs.
You know they're gonna. All right.
So just walk this way
Tell me when.
and start walking up. So start on the side. See where that gum is at on the ground.
Yeah.
Rolling. All right, go ahead and walk. All right, that's good. All right, that's it. You get over to the van. I'm gonna get shots of this by itself, and then we'll be good to go. We in Lansing. We're at the senator's office doing an interview. Let's look at the setup real quick. All right, so this is our playground for the day, for the next few hours. Let's explain what we got going on. This is a 2-camera setup. We got the Pixel 6K right here and another one, both with the Arliss Prime's lens on it. This one with the 50, this one with the 25. Of course, we have the Sumo monitoring. We got the transmission going on for both cameras. Our audio is set up and everything right here. And this is what the subject will be. Got the chair marked off. We have the 1200X, we show behind there. 1200X going into the ultra bounce. This is our book light. And it's bouncing through this diffusion. This is a magic cloth. And then also overhead, we have this the Kameron tube light. It's the 4-foot. And we have our neg right here. It's a simple setup. We're going for not like a moody, dramatic look, but we do want some contrast in it. Now, let's get to the fun part. What people are typically afraid of, especially younger filmmakers, is windows. filming with the windows in the shot. All right, so how do we light this room? We got this big old window, we turn off the house lights. You know, where do you go from here? A lot of times people, they just eyeball it or they try to use some other tools, but today we're using this light meter from Sekonic. All right, so the first thing you do when you walk into the room, get your settings right on the speed on the light meter. So first, we're gonna be using 400 ISO, 180 shutter. Let me switch that to 400. There we go. Our angle is at 180 and 23.976 for our shutter. So here's the thing. Now you can take a reading of the light coming in, which will be, do it again. Now it's saying 4.0, so it's really good to get close to the window as possible. 4.0, and then for the lux, it is 4,200 lux. All right, so I'm gonna show you something real quick. Let's go back over to cine mode. Now it's saying we need to be at a f4 to expose for this window. So if we do that, go to f4. We're exposing for the window. So come around to this monitor. All right, so I'm gonna turn on false color, but it's still blown out. You're like, what's happening? And then also, you see it's blown out on the EL zone. Now what's happening is, when you have it in incident mode, it just captures the light kind of come in, but it's not capturing the reflections and everything off the building. So you want to change that to reflected light. So you go to reflected light, and you look through here, and then you see the top of the dome of that building over there. I'm gonna go for that. I'll measure that. That's telling me I need to be at an F11. All right, so now let's go to a F11. Put that on F11. Now let's look at the monitor. Everything is exposed perfectly, middle gray. So look at that, middle gray. I turn on the false color, nothing. It's all perfect. Go to EL zone, we're good. All right, but here's the thing though. I don't want to shoot at F11. We want to shoot at F2.8, T2.8. So what do you do now? Okay, so if I want to shoot at T2.8, but this is telling me F11, let's count the stops in between. So you got from 2.8, you got 4, 5, 6, 8, 11. 4 stops of ND is what you're gonna need to put in front of this to keep us at 2.8. So let's do that real quick. So I'm gonna go over here. Oh, you got the ND. So with the ND, it was tricky to know what's 4 stops, because on the glass it would say, I think this one 4 stops. On the glass it would say like 1.2, like ND, like 0 point something or whatever. It don't tell you the stops. So for F4, we need to be at 1.2. So I grabbed the right one. Lock it in. All right, and now let's switch this to a 2.8. And now we're perfect. We're golden. We're still exposed. And we're at, let's go to the, that's the false color, and then this is the EL zone. So we're good, we're exposed. See outside, perfect. Anyway, so that is like that first step of the process. The second is when you have the subject in the chair. Can you sit down in the chair real quick? So next you're like, okay, I lit for the room, I got the camera, everything is good. Now we're gonna cut on this light, our key light. All right, now let's light for our subject. We're going through this diffusion right here. We want this side of his head to be a 2.8. So the cameras are already locked in. So I come over here, I take this measurement. It says under, that means we need a lot of light. So I'm gonna hold it down. You keep Bumping it up, I'll tell you when we get to 2.8.
Yeah.
2.8, right there. Perfect. I'm making the measurement. That's it. So now I got a reading of 2.8. So that means this side of his face is mid-gray, 18% middle gray. So when we go over here to our exposure, look, perfect. See this side of his face right there in that part blue. And then let's go to the IRE. Perfect. Got that pink right there. That's exactly what we want. And no guesswork. You just dial it in real quick. And bam, bam, bam. And everything's matching. So that's the quick and dirty. Oh, one last thing. We need to figure out the dark side. So let's go on the dark side of the moon. So this is saying, this is at a 5.5. So you can come around here and you can just show the folks the screen. This is the look that we have for ACAM. In the building, everything is in exposure. Nothing is blown out. Also, when after you done dialed in the key over here, you can't take the exposure with the incident meter. So that just shows you how much light is coming over here. And we're at a 2.8, which is good. But we need to think about his skin, what's being reflected. So what's being reflected sometimes is what's picked up in the false color or the EL zone. That's the light meter, and that's how we've been using it. So.
That's a wrap.
That's a wrap.